Hello everyone. In this video lecture, we will discuss about the magnetic field due to long straight current carrying conductor. Here we will find out the magnetic field B bar due to a long straight current carrying conductor. According to the scientist Ørsted, every current carrying conductor will produce the magnetic field around it. The direction of the current and the direction of the magnetic field can be understood by using a right hand thumb rule. Fold your right hand such that, as shown in the figure, place your thumb in the direction of the current, then the remaining folded fingers, four fingers, will represent the direction of the produced magnetic field. In this diagram, we show that the direction of the current and the magnetic field produced around the current carrying conductor. So this is the picture of the current carrying conductor. Place a current carrying conductor along the y direction, and the point P is the point where we have to find out the magnetic field produced due to a current carrying conductor. Here let small I is the current which is passing through the current carrying conductor, and P is the point where we have to find out the magnetic field produced due to the current carrying conductor, and O is the center of the current carrying conductor. Let us assume a small element AB, and the length of the small element is dl, which is at a distance small l from the capital O, and assume that small r is the distance between the point P and small length element AB. Here dB bar is the small magnetic field due to a length element AB at point capital P, and theta is the angle between the current carrying conductor and the a straight line drawn between length element AB and point P. Capital R is the distance between capital O and capital P. As we know that according to Biot-Savart law, the magnetic field produced due to any current carrying conductor, let us assume that it is dB. So dB is proportional to the current I and the length of the element and sine theta, and inversely proportional to the 1 by r square. So write the magnetic field due to small length element AB at point P, that is dB, that is equal to mu naught by 4 pi into I dl sine theta divided by r square. Here mu naught is the permeability of the free space. This is a constant. The value of the permeability mu naught is equal to 4 pi into 10 power minus 7 Weber divided by ampere into meter. So here dB is the only due to small length element AB. If we want to find out the total length of total magnetic field due to current carrying conductor, then we apply the limits, that is minus infinity to plus infinity. So the magnetic field due to whole conductor is given by B is equal to integral minus infinity to plus infinity into dB. On substituting the value of dB in this equation, we will find B is equal to mu naught I by 4 pi integral minus infinity to plus infinity sine theta by r square into dl. From the figure, small r is equal to root of L square plus capital R square, and sine theta is equal to, sine theta can be written as sine of 180 minus theta. From the figure, sine of 180 minus theta is equal to capital R by small r, then sine theta is equal to capital R divided by small r, that is equal to capital R divided by small r value root of L square plus R square. So small r is equal to root of L square plus R square, and sine theta value is equal to capital R by root of L square plus R square. On substituting these two values R and sine theta in the second equation, we get capital B is equal to mu naught I by 4 pi into integral minus infinity to plus infinity sin theta value capital R by root of L square plus R square into 1 by small r square. Small r square value is 1 by root of L square plus R square whole square into dl. Now on simplifying this equation, b is equal to mu naught I by 4 pi integral minus infinity to plus infinity capital R divided by L square plus R square whole power 3 by 2 into dl. To simplify this equation, we assume that small l is equal to capital R into tan alpha. On differentiating this equation, we will find dl is equal to capital R. Differentiation of tan alpha is secant square alpha into d alpha. If L tends to minus infinity, then the angle alpha tends to minus pi by 2. And if L tends to plus infinity, then alpha tends to plus pi by 2. So here we are converting length, integral of length elements into angle. Therefore, magnetic field B is equal to mu naught I by 4 pi integral minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2 R into dl value R secant square alpha into d alpha divided by R square tan square alpha plus R square whole power 3 by 2. On simplifying this equation, we will find b is equal to mu naught I by 4 pi integral minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2 R square secant square alpha into d alpha divided by, on taking R square common, we find R cubed into 1 plus tan square alpha whole power 3 by 2. Next step, b is equal to mu naught I by 4 pi R integral minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. Here R square will get cancelled, then 1 by R will come out from this integral because R is the constant value. So integral minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2 secant square alpha divided by, we know that 1 plus tan square alpha is secant square alpha. So secant square alpha whole power 3 by 2 into d alpha. Next, further simplification, magnetic field B is equal to mu naught I by 4 pi R integral minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2 secant square alpha divided by secant cubed alpha into d alpha. Secant square alpha will get cancelled. Finally, b is equal to mu naught I by 4 pi R integral minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2 1 by secant alpha into d alpha. We know that 1 by secant alpha is cos alpha. So magnetic field B is equal to mu naught I by 4 pi R integral minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2 cos alpha d alpha. The integral of cos alpha is sin alpha. So magnetic field B is equal to mu naught I by 4 pi R sin alpha limits minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. So B is equal to mu naught I by 4 pi R sin pi by 2 value is 1 minus of sin minus pi by 2 is minus of plus 1, that is 1 plus 1 we will find, that value is 2. So finally magnetic field B is equal to mu naught I by 4 pi R into 2. Here 2 will get cancelled. The final equation is magnetic field B is equal to mu naught I by 4 pi R. This is the magnetic field produced at point P due to total current carrying conductor. Here mu naught is the permeability of the free space. The value of mu naught is 4 pi into 10 power minus 7 Weber by ampere into meter. I is the current which is flowing along the current carrying conductor, and the units of current is ampere. Pi is the constant value. Capital R is the distance between the point capital O and the point capital P. So this is the final equation. The units for the magnetic field is Weber by meter square or Tesla. So we can conclude that the magnetic field produced at a point P due to a straight current carrying conductor is calculated, and the value is B is equal to mu naught I by 2 pi r. So this is about this concept. Thank you.